What's going on, buddy? Bootlicker here. Yeah, you ain't gonna believe what's going on in this video.
You're out of order, Mr. Halubi. That's your first warning. You get one more warning, and then you will be asked to be removed. All right, you're out of order. Please shut the cameras down. We're in recess.
And like I told you, this is what they're gonna be trying to enforce, and this is what if you have any disagreement with them, they will shut you off the feed. They will not let you speak. No shirts, no fingers, no redress of the government. And the more they try to restrict our rights to redress our government, the more of us are going to restrict you. We're going to redress you 10 times more the more you keep doing this. But you are that dumb and don't understand that all we want to be able to do is tell you about a situation with your government officials, whether it's the cops, government officials, whoever it is, and we have a problem with it. We should have the right to say something no matter what your feelings are involved in it. And that's what you are doing, is getting your feelings involved. So we need more feelings enforcers and less law enforcers, I guess, because none of you are upholding that oath that you swore to defend and uphold our Constitution. That's what you swore to. That was your one main job, was to uphold and defend the Constitution, and you just sit there and trample on it. But anyway, like I said, if you want to redress your government, links are all in the description. Emails, phone numbers. If you want to redress them, I say redress them politely. But that's on you. You know, how you redress your government or the government is completely a personal choice. I know how I'm going to redress them, and I'm going to keep redressing them right here on this channel. So the less stupid stuff they do, the less likely that they're going to end up on another video. So let's get into this one, and I'm out of here. Bootlicker, deuces.
Now time for citizens to be heard regarding items that are not on tonight's agenda, not on the agenda.
I'm Mr. Haluba, and I aggravate the thin-skinned Mr. Aungst. Mark Twain said politicians and diapers must be changed often for the very same reason. Mr. Aungst, as an unelected city official, you're very similar to a dirty diaper.
You're out of order, Mr. Halubi. That's your first warning. You get one more warning, and then you will be asked to be removed.
Any of the present office holders planning on running for re-election or mayor, the analogy applies as well. Once again, as we saw with the wrongful Jennifer appointment, the city thinks that, the only option for police chief was Eric Gandy.
Let's go. Hey, you're putting your hands on me, sir.
Time to go.
I'm leaving.
They've asked you to
You
go.
don't have to fucking push me, dude. You did the same thing your other officers did.
Time to go.
You put your hands on me. What's your name and badge number?
It's Deputy Chief Eric Gandy of the Clearwater Police.
It's not true. The best option would be to close Clearwater Police down entirely, and that remains the best option. Mr. Aungst, your civility and decorum campaign is in some ways proof of, you being a little bit scared, I guess. Somebody might say or do something I don't like. Boo-hoo, Mr. Aungst, boo-hoo.
Ha-ha.
Both Aungst and Mr. Margolis, by even contemplating these decorum rules, are in violation of their pledge to defend and uphold the U.S. Constitution. I believe unless this asinine affront to the First Amendment is not abandoned immediately, our city will find itself several rotations closer to going down the drain.
All right, you're out of order. Please shut the cameras down. We're in recess.
You're out of order.
You're out of order. On tonight's agenda.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor.
Good evening.
Council members and city staff. Very opportune time for me to speak on a subject that came up at the work session on Monday, which was decorum in the city council chamber meeting. Perhaps it's not necessary for me to speak because of the action was just taken, but I still want to take up my time and do speak. Quite frankly, the obscene gesture that was displayed at the swearing in of our new chief of police was an embarrassment to myself as a resident of Clearwater, as well as many other residents who spoke to me, as well as offensive to the occasion for him and his family, and it should never be tolerated. Disagreement is always acceptable, but it can be done in a civil manner. There is no need to attack people personally.
Welcome to be
I know.
be quiet, but your time's up.
I'm leaving, dude.
You
Dude,
said that your
shut
5
up,
seconds was
dude.
all you wanted was 5
Why you-
seconds.
Let's go.
Hey, you're putting your hands on me,
Time
sir.
to go.
I'm leaving.
They've asked you to
You
go.
don't have to fucking push me, dude. You did the same thing your other officers did.
Time to go.
You put your hands on me
Told your
once
time is
again.
up. It's time to
Set
go.
up
You're
your
the
5
chief
seconds,
of
you were
you're the chief
done.
of police, and your officer. What's your name and badge number?
It's Deputy
What?
Chief Eric Gandy of the Clearwater Police.
Yeah, I'm walking backwards.
For their positions or their integrity or their motivation. You can do it in a very civil manner, and these are the differences that will be on display here at the council meeting.
Let's go.
Hey, you're putting your hands on me,
Time
sir.
to go.
I'm leaving.
They've asked you to
You
go.
don't have to fucking push me, dude. You did the same thing your other officers did.
Time to go.
You put your hands on me
Told your
once
time is
again.
up.
After that incident that happened with respect to the gesture, I was reminded of the city council rules that we have already. These were given to me a few years ago, and I've kept it in my folder each time. It is actually defined as an amendment, Resolution 19-27, adopted on August 14th, 2019, City Council Rules. It is rule number 15, Rules of Conduct. And is very comprehensive with respect to the rules of conduct for a civil meeting to discuss and disagree on issues. I would like to suggest that it might require some amendment or strengthening. It does not have to be redone completely, as may have been suggested at the work session. In particular, it needs to be amended to not allow any political statements whatsoever by any means at a council meeting. The purpose of this meeting is not for a political demonstration. Speaking, actions, or gestures of a vulgar or obscene or racist nature should never be allowed. The chair has the responsibility of maintaining order at this chamber. For that reason, he may choose to admonish an individual verbally to cease and desist with her conduct, as was done tonight, or he may elect to enforce that concern by having the person physically removed from the meeting for this evening, because that cannot be tolerated nor allowed to occur. It offends us that are in the audience. It offends other residents that are watching on television. It offends yourselves as members of the city staff as well as the council, and should never be tolerated. There is a civil way to disagree and to conduct yourself.
Let's go.
Hey, you're putting your hands on me,
Time
sir.
to go.
I'm leaving.
They've asked you to
You
go.
don't have to fucking push me, dude. You did the same thing your other officers did.
Time to go.
You put your hands on me
Told your
once
time is
again.
up.
And perhaps some people need to be reminded of that by the chair. It is the chair's responsibility to maintain order and decorum here, and he has to have the means available to do that. I encourage him to do it, and I wanted to speak. Thank you and good night.
Thank you, sir.